Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. So let me know where you are listening from. Let me know where you are listening from. So you tell me your name and where you are listening from. Let me know where my audience are coming from. So please, where are you coming? Where are you listening from? So you type in your name and where you are coming from, or where you are listening from in the chat box. So type in your name and where you are listening from in the chat box. So let's go. Your name and where you are listening from in the chat box. Today we are going to be talking about an important topic that I think is going to help you. We are going to I don't know. So where you are listening from, your name and where you are listening from. So you have Bunkola from Nigeria is the proof of water. You have Ghana, Accra, Medina, Mauli Susu from Medina. So you are more than that. So kindly give a like to the stream. So your name and where you are listening from. You guys are more than four. Why are you? It's only four people have responded. So you're having David from Kumasi. Okay, you're having David from Kumasi. You guys are more than five. What are you doing? Type in where you are listening from. So you have Ayub from Kenya. All right. So I know I'm having audience from Nigeria. I'm having audience from Kenya. So if you listen today, so you're having justice from Chifu Atimukwa. You're having Lynette from Kenya. All right, Lynette. So I think if I come to Kenya, I have audience over there who can host me. All right, so you're having Ayub from Kenya. All right, so you guys are more than that. So type in where you are listening from. Type in where you are listening from. Type in where you are listening from. Your name and where you are tuning in from. Type in your name and where you are tuning in from. All right, so I think that's all. So after doing that, kindly give a like to the stream. Kindly give a like to the stream. Kindly like the stream. Kindly give a like. Click on the like button, the thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up button. So it's only 2 people have liked the stream. So let's run it up to more than 10. So we're having Dimima from Dimima, South Africa. All right. So I have audience from South Africa. I'm having audience from Kenya. I'm having audience from Nigeria. I'm having audience from Ghana. Okay, so my name is Pakwisi. I'm also coming from Ghana as well. Accra to be precise. All right, so today we are going to be talking about an important topic that is going to elevate I know a lot of you guys are struggling. A lot of you guys are really losing a lot of money, and you people are not taking what most of the times I've been teaching seriously. If you take it seriously, if you have been listening to me for close to 2 months and you are still losing money, like, I'm not saying you are not going to lose money, but your wins should be more than your losses. If you have listened to me, if you have been watching my live stream, by now you need to be making more money than what you are losing, because I've been giving a lot of value, and I've been also as well giving money to people on the stream. I've been running live stream every morning, trading live. So every single trade that I trade, I think I execute it on my YouTube channel. So those who don't know, we have been having a live stream every morning. So you can be, if you are idle, I think if you're idle trading alone, you can join us to trade. You can join us by trading along with us. You get it? So sometimes we give out a profitable. So Thursday we give out a profitable trade, and some people, those who executed, those who are trading live, makes money from the trade that have been given. So if you have been joining me for the past 2 to 3 months, by now you have to understand some basic things that is going to help you to make some money in the forex market. So I hope you guys can hear me. I hope I'm audible. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, kindly type 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me, kindly type 1. Let me know whether you people can hear me. If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. Type 1 in the chat box if you can hear me. Kindly type 1 in the chat box if you can hear me well. If I'm audible, kindly type 1. Let me know whether you people can hear me well. Can you hear me? Okay. So that means you guys can hear me. So I want to ask a question. What is wrong with most of you guys? What is wrong with most of you guys? A lot of people are doing the wrong thing. So you see, when it comes to the financial market, when it comes to forex trading, so I've been trading the forex. So let me tell you why I qualify to advise you. I've been trading the forex market I started trading the forex market, or I got exposed to the forex market in the year 2020, 2018. You get it? I got exposed to the forex market in the year 2018, and I've been active in the market since 2024. I've been seriously, actively active in the forex market since that time to date. Okay, so if I tell you anything, most of the people who have come into the industry now, I was in before they came. So if I give you an advice, if I tell you something, please kindly pay heed to whatever I'm going to tell you. And if you pay attention to that, it's going to help you a lot. So one mistake I've seen a lot of people doing is what? So I got my strategy. I tested my strategy for like 2 to 3 years, and I saw the thing is working. So I decided to run a mentorship to help people who are also struggling to make it in the forex market. Okay. So I decided this year I have to teach people because I have a lot of experience and I can't keep it to myself. And as I started, I've gotten a lot of testimony. I've been giving hope to people. Okay, people were not happy, people that they were not having hope, people that they were losing. I think when I started mentoring, when I started teaching, I've started giving hope to people. Like, people are now having hope for the future. Okay, they see the future to be they see the future to be bright. Okay, but one thing I've noticed about a lot of people is they would rather ask you how much can they fund their account instead of asking how much is your educational course. You get it? Even one thing is what, if you buy my educational course, if you join I'm not saying you buy my educational course, please, but let's say if you join an educational group, if you join someone who is actively trading. So for me, for instance, I've been actively in the market 24/7. Okay, I'm always active. Okay, but a lot of people will rather use that money to fund accounts. So one thing I want to tell you people is what, you can't pass the back door and make it in the forex market. Get yourself educated. You can't pass the back door and expect to make money in the forex market. You get it? I decided to pass the back door, and it took me 5 good years to figure out how it works. Are you willing? Time, you don't have time. Okay, I could have started like making a lot of money in the market, but because I decided to pass the back door, it took me a long time for me to figure it out. You get it? It took me a long time for me to figure it out. So please, those who are trying to pass the back door, trying to ask you how much can they fund the account, please get yourself educated. You are going to lose that money that you deposited. So let me open my private group for you guys to see what is going on. So this morning I posted this thing in the group. You get it? I posted this thing in the group, and this thing is going to help a lot of people to make a lot of money. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about how to execute trade confidently. So this thing is going to help you execute trades confidently. So this thing, we call it what? Your Bible. This thing is going to be your Bible. It's going to be your guide. It's going to be your manual. Okay, so if you are a trader and you don't have this thing, if you don't have this thing backing you, so we can go back to all the trades that have been taken, and you can see all these things that I've depicted over here, or all these things that I've designed. Okay, all this thing over here, any trade that have been taken, this thing is what inside the trades that have been taken. Okay, this thing that I've depicted, or this thing that I've designed over here, all the trades that have been taken, it is inside this one. Okay, but if you are starting out, how are you going to develop this thing? So this one is my personal thing. Okay, this thing was developed by my own, like I discovered this thing myself, and no one is using this thing. Okay, I discovered it myself based on my winning trades. How can a beginner be able to discover this thing by himself? It took me 5 years to come out with this system, with a lot of what, losing to come out with what, this thing. But a lot of you guys are trying to pass the back door. Okay, so when it comes to the mentorship, so we have a lot of information that I've been sharing. So when you go to the group, we have a lot of information that I've been sharing daily in my mentorship group. Okay, a lot of information. Always I'm talking to them. Always I'm talking to them. So those who want to get educated, okay, those who want to get educated, please educate yourself. Use the money that you are going. I would rather prefer. So I remember what one thing my first mentor told me when it comes to trading is what he told me: even if you are not having money, get yourself educated, and money will be secondary. Okay, so a lot of information that I've been sharing in the group, that I don't give it out. So giving out free information, it's just once a while. And the morning session, with the morning session, I'm busily trading, so I can't explain what I normally look for. Okay, I'm busily trading. So you need to get yourself educated, because I'm sharing a lot of information in the private group. So make sure you are getting yourself, get the mentor, even being in the group is just a blessing, because you are going to receive a lot of information. You get it, a lot. And sometimes we take trades outside the YouTube channel. Not every trade that we take on the YouTube. Sometimes some of the trades we take it backdoor in our private group. Okay, some of the students will also give us trade signals and we take it along. So this is just one of the students that I'm helping him to pass the challenges, and currently is in 2.5. Get yourself educated. Okay, get yourself educated by joining the community, and it's going to help you. As I've been saying, even if you are not going to learn anything, even if you are in the group, it's a blessing, because we are communicating every single day, sharing a lot of information. As I've said, I've traded the forex market more than 5 years, and I have a lot of information. Okay, so I can't give it everything out just a day. So get yourself educated. Kindly chat this number to get yourself the mentorship course, and be in the group and get yourself educated before you fund your account. Don't use that money to fund your account. Use that money to get yourself educated before you think of funding your account. That's the best way to go. All right, so as I saying, how are you going to execute trade confidently? So today we are going to be talking about how to execute trades confidently. And when you are done, you are going to look at what you are going to be expecting for the week. So how can you be executing trades confidently? So I didn't prepare any slide for this, the how to execute trades confidently. Okay, so how to execute trade confidently? So for you to execute trades confidently, for you to be able to be confident in executing trades, one important thing that you need to take note is you need to journal your trade. Okay, you need to keep records of your trades. You need to have a track record. That is the only way that is going to help you to be able to execute trades confidently. You get it? So what are some of the important things that when you keep track of your record, keep track of your trades, you are going to get? So a lot of people get wondering, a lot of people get frustrated, especially when they are in a losing streak. Okay, when they are losing a lot of trades, they get frustrated, they get worried, and they decide to sometimes change their strategy. So the reason why a lot of you guys are changing strategies, a lot of you guys are wondering whether trading even works, is because you don't have any data backing your system. Okay, because you don't have any track record backing your system. So if you have records backing your system, you are going to stay patient and continue executing. Okay, so as I've been always saying, trading is a game of probability, trading is a game of chances. So if you keep records of your trades, you are really going to stay patient to wait for the right setup to happen. Okay, you are going to stay patient to wait for the right setup to happen. So when you were kids, we used to get scared of certain things. Especially you alone being in a room, or you alone trying to sleep alone. Sometimes you get afraid, you get scared of being in the same room, like being alone in the room. But when you grew up, you realize that those things were nothing. Okay, because you are having experience in those things, because you are having experience that those things, sleeping alone doesn't what do anything to you. You get it? So because you're having an experience, so it's the same thing in trading. Okay, so let's say maybe if you have seen this pattern, okay, this pattern is what, let's call it V. If you have seen V happening, okay, today V has happening, okay, fine, you just keep records of it. Tomorrow V has happening in the market, you just keep records of it. The third day V has happened in the market, you just keep records of it. When it happens the fourth time, are you going to hesitate to execute the trade? Just tell me. Are you going to hesitate to execute the trade, or you are going to confidently execute the trade? Okay, you are going to confidently execute the trade without fear of failure. So please, if you want to be confident, if you want to what, be good in trading, so these things are not being taught, like when it comes to the internet, they are not teaching you these things. But for you to be a good trader, for you to like be the best in the industry, for you to be like to be a professional in the industry, you need to have records of every single trade that you are taking. Every pattern that you takes, you have to have records of it. So anytime I execute a trade, with those who have been joining me in the live training, anytime that I execute a trade, I give reference of the exact time that that trade happens. Okay, there was no single trade that I've taken that I don't refer you to what, the past trades. Every single trade that I've been taking, I've been what, I've been referring it to what, to the past trades. I've been giving reference to what, the past trades. You get it? I've been giving reference to the past trades that I've been taking. So please, if you want to be confident, if you want to execute trade without fear of failure, you need to what, keep track of your trades. And for you to be able to keep track of your trades, for you to know what exactly works in the market, you need a system that has been tested and a proven and a tested strategy, a proven and a tested system. Okay, you need a proven and a tested system. And as a beginner, it's going to be very difficult for you to come about those systems, because when it comes to forex is not like our traditional educational system, where when you go to the school, they give you a handout. At the university, they are going to give you a handout of what you are going to be learning for the semester. Or when it comes to the basic schools, they are going to give you a textbook for the term. You get it? Or for the semester. When it comes to trading, we don't have something like this. We don't have set rules. Okay, everyone is doing differently. Everyone is doing different things. That makes trading very, very difficult. Okay, that makes trading very, very difficult. For you to excel in this game, the best way is to get someone who is having a tested and a proven strategy. Learn from the person, and you start executing those trades yourself. So this morning I just gave out this thing in my private group of the patterns that I usually take. So this is my manual. Okay, so if you are starting out and you don't have something like this, the reason why you are scared of executing trades is because you don't have something like this. Okay, so this is a breakout pattern. So let's see an example of this breakout pattern that I took. So last Thursday rather, similar thing happened on USD CHF. So when it comes here, there was a breakout entry over here. So you can see this candle has broken above this one. So let's see whether the pattern, so you see this pattern, the second one, the one that I've pointed on, you see, just watch it well and see this one. You see, it is the same thing. The candle broke out, give out what, a long wick. So see this one. You see the candle broke out, give out what, a long wick. So the same thing happened again on Thursday. We took this trade. So the other one, we missed it on Monday. So on Thursday, this is what happened. So you can see the candle broke out from a zone. I can't just go back for you to. So you can see the candle broke out. Okay, the candle broke out. We took this trade. It's the same thing that happened. So you see the importance of keeping track records of your trades. Everything is backed by something. Every single thing that we do in the market is backed by something. So you see the exact time. So we took this trade over here. Okay, so let's check out the second one. Let's check out this trade. So where did we get this one? So on the same week, the same thing happened. So you can see it over here. You can see the pattern over here. There was a breakout. You see the green candle. The green candle broke out. The red candle is a what? A retest candle. It's retested, and the green candle took off. So let's see. So it's the same breakout. The market was trending by then. So you can see over here there was a bullish candle. So let's see. So this is the bullish candle. The bullish candle broke out. So you can see there was what? A bearish candle. So this is the bearish candle. The bearish candle retested. So you can see it over here, a bullish candle broke out. So the bullish candle broke out. So I can give you this manual and still you will be losing in the market. So that's why it is very important to what execute, get a mentorship, okay? Because this one, we have a specific time frame that I normally focus on when this pattern happens. Okay, when this pattern happens, if you execute, you can be executing it on what other time frames, and sometimes you might be losing. So you have to know the time frame that mostly it works on. So you can see exactly the same pattern. So everything that I do in the market, so these are some of the what. So we have a retest entry. So let me give you an example of the bearish retest, the pattern that we executed. So you can see an example over here. There was an example over here. So if you understand this principle, trading is going to be what? Very simple, and you are not going to be afraid. So I've been there before, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. So sometimes when you are even about to execute a trade, if you don't know, especially if you don't know what you are doing, you are scared. Hey, this thing will go against me. I'm going to lose money, because you don't have any records. So you can see this one. There was a breakout, a retest, give out what? Give out a support. So this is what? A bearish break and retest. So let's check it out over here. So you can see this one where I've pointed on it. There was a breakout, retested, a bearish what? A retested over here. I hope you can see it where I've written bearish trend break and retest. So this entry, okay, this one is the same thing that happened over here. So you need to understand this basic principle. You need to have pattern that you are going to follow. So these are my history. Based on the past trades, I was able to come out with this system. Okay, so I call this one blue wave exchange patterns. So these are my patterns that I look for in the market. So you need to ask yourself, do you have something similar like this that you normally watch before you execute? Do you have something like this? So every coach, when it comes to football, every coach is having a tactics. Every coach is having a playbook that he used to play. So that's why we say, oh, this coach is good, this coach is bad, this coach is good, because they've tested that system for a very long time and they've noticed it works. Okay, so every team and their tactics that they used to play. Okay, every team and the tactics that they used to play. So it's the same thing in the forex market. Every forex guru, every trader, every trading guru that you see on the internet is having a specific pattern that he normally focus on to trade. Okay, he normally focus on to trade. So these are some of the things that when you have these things in play, when you have these ones in play, so we have break and retest. So let me show you where similar thing happens in the market that I executed. So I hope you can see this one too. So I hope you can see the same pattern. So this is what? Bullish break and retest pattern. So these are my patterns. So there was a bullish trend, retested, and what? There was a break and retest. Okay, so let's see it over here. So you need to get a mentorship. Kindly chat me if you are what? Interested to join the mentorship, and I'm going to take you through. So you can see this one. So this is what? A bullish break and retest. So you see this same pattern over here. So check the bullish break and retest. This one. Okay, so let's check it on the chart. So you can see it is the same thing over here. It is the same thing over here. You can see it. It is the same thing over here. Okay, it's the same thing over here. So let's check out the retest. This one. Let's check out where this pattern happens. It might take a long time. So you see, I remember every single trade that I've taken. I remember every single trade that I've taken. So trading is very simple. Okay, it's very simple in the sense that I'm not saying you are not going to experience losses and those stuffs. So after that, I'm going to give you some. I'm going to show you something on my account. I'm going to show you something. I want to show you that break and retest pattern. Where did I even see it? So the cost is $40. Okay, the cost is $40. So you guys are playing with it. With time, next year it's not going to even cost that. Next year when I start chopping big monies, your $40, I'm not going to take it. Yeah, so we have similar. I've seen this one. So I hope you guys can see this one. You guys can see this one. So I've been even, if you are serious and you have a live account, you can even trade with me and get the mentorship fee. If you are serious about it, you can trade with me and be getting the mentorship free. So you can see the breakouts. You can see the break retested. You see the bearish candle. There was a bullish candle on what it took off. So let's check out where this pattern is. So you can see this one. I think the thing is shaking. So that one is bearish. So you can see this one. It's what moved bullish, a bearish candle, a bullish candle, and it took off. So let's see it. Bullish, a bearish candle, a bullish candle, and it's what it took off. So I hope you can see the patterns. I hope you can see the pattern. It's played out perfectly. Okay, it's played out perfectly. So let's say last 2 weeks on my account. Let me open my account for you for an evidence. Funding pips. So I trade funding accounts. Okay, so let me log into my account for you to show you that trading is all about experience, and it's all about, if you have experience, even if you are in drawdown, you are not going to be scared. Okay, so most gurus are not going to tell you this thing. Most people that you admire on the internet are not going to show you this thing. Okay, they are not going to show you this thing. So if you understand this principle, you are going to be making a lot of money. So let's see my account. So you can see my win rate over here. So let me open this one for you. So you can see my win rate. So this is my win rate. My win rate is around, so you see my win rate 83%. 83%, that is my win rate. So let's check the second one too. You can see my win rates. So my win rate, so see this one to 80%. My win rate is not lesser than what? It's not less than 70. So let's see the second one. I think the second one currently it's around 70 something percent. So currently it's around 77%. So last week I was in drawdown on the account. I was very calm, I was very patient because I know my pattern is going to happen. So we took a trade, and that trade took away all my losses, and currently I'm in what? Profit. So if I make more than 1%, I'm going to withdraw money from this account. Okay, because this is a funded account and I can make withdrawals from this account. So these are my track records currently. This month I made $100, lost 58, and currently made what? $90. I hope you can see this was break-even trades. Okay, so in trading, if you lose a trade and you have what? Track records, you are not going to be scared because you know exactly your pattern is going to happen. So one thing is what? Just have to maximize your profit. That's all. So you see my track records. This is just for this month. I think late last month and this month so far. Okay, so some people get worried. When they are not getting trades. Some people are very scared. We have a lot of problems that beginner traders are facing. So please, it is better to get yourself educated for you to be guided. Okay, so those recently I just did a boot camp and I've educated them a lot that I think if anyone is going to take my advice, there's no way the person is not going to make money in the forex market. So I'm very calm, I'm very patient because it took me more than 5 years to come out with this results. Okay, this is just a 5k account. This is not a big account, so I'm planning of getting bigger accounts. So this is 5k accounts, and these are so far my track records. You get this? These are so far from late last month and this month so far. This is my track records. Okay, so you need to get yourself educated, understand the market, and it becomes very simple and easy for you. Okay, so when you have track record, so all these things, I was able to do these things because of what? The patterns that I've been able to get. Okay, because of the patterns that I have, because of the system that I have, I've been able to confidently what? Execute trades without fear of failure. So if you are taking track records of your accounts, this is what you are going to get from. It is going to help you to know the exact time most of the times your pattern normally happens. You get it? It is going to help you to know the exact times your pattern normally what happens. Okay, so for me, for instance, I know that most of the times my patterns or my trades normally happens during the lending session. So let's move straight to my account, my past trades, and see. Let's see. So with the trades that I took in the past, let's see the times that I took the trades. So this is the importance of keeping track records of what your trades. So it was only one pair that I took. So you can see it over here: 7 o'clock a.m., 8 o'clock a.m., 6 o'clock a.m. Okay, so you can see it is what during the lending session. So this is what track record is going to help you to know. Okay, track record is going to help you to know the exact time most of the times your pattern what happens. So most of the time my pattern happens during the lending session. So this is what 7 a.m. So 7 a.m. was what when the lending session opened. 8 o'clock a.m. was what after the lending session, an hour after the lending session. This is what pre-lending session. So they were all in the range of what the lending session. Okay, so those who want to get a mentorship, kindly message me on WhatsApp. So I've given my number. So kindly message me. So this is my number. I don't have any number again. Don't go and get scammed. Please, if you get scammed, that's your fault. So these are the time that normally the trace normally happens. Okay, these are the times that it normally happens. So when you have understanding of these things, you are going to stay alert for you to what? You are going to come to the chat at that time. You are going to stay alert at that time. Okay, the lending session. So when I notice lending session is the times that most of the time. So let's check out the second one. Most of the times my trace happens. So let's check out the second one. So let's check the time that one too. So you can see this one too. It was what 7 o'clock, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. and this one was what only one trade that I took it during the New York session. So I hope you can see it. So it was only 4 trades and they all happened during what? Most of it happened during the lending session. You get it? So this thing is going to help you to what? It's going to help you to what? Stay alert during that time. You are going to what? Come to the chat at that time, because most of your trades that you've been taking happens during those times. So all these things comes as a result of what? Exploring. So if you explore, you come to understand what works for you. Okay, you are it will come to a time that you are going to know the exact thing that works for you in the market. So keeping records of your trades gives you confidence. Keeping records of your trades helps you to be patient, disciplined. So a lot of you are not disciplined, and a lot of you are not patient because you don't have a specific thing. So I've been talking about this thing for a very long time, and I'm even fed up with this. If you have a pattern, don't do things randomly. If you have a pattern, you will know the exact time that it will happen. So keep records of the time that you execute a trade, the time that you close the trade, the pricing, okay, the pricing, the date, the times that you normally execute it. These things are going to help you to what? To be profitable very fast. When I understood this thing, my trading journey, everything started working in my favor. The moment I understood, let me keep records of my winning trades. Let me know the patterns that I executed that gave me that winning trade. Everything changed for me. You get it? Everything changed for me in my favor. So let's check out the second one, the current account, the master's account, and see the times that I execute the trades. So when you understand this thing, you are not going to be glued to the chart every single minute. So let's see this one too. So you can see this one too. 7 o'clock a.m. GMT, 8 o'clock a.m. GMT, and we had a break-even trade, and we have 6 o'clock a.m. GMT. So you see, based on this analytics, I'm going to understand that I've understood that most of my trades happens during the lending session. Okay, most of my trades normally happens during the lending session. So sometimes if I'm not active during the New York session, you need to understand me, because based on, according to my track records, based on my past performance, I've now come to understand that most of my trades happens during the lending session. You get it? Most of my trades happen during the lending session. Okay, so you need to know the instrument too. One thing you need to understand is what your strategy is not going to work on every single instrument. So know the instrument that your strategy works on before you test it on a live account. Make sure you've tested that thing on a demo account. Notice that it is working for you before you start applying it in what your live account. So we are having tools, many tools that you can use it to what start tracking your trades. So if you are trading your live account, you can use your MetaTrader 4. So with the MetaTrader 5 or your MetaTrader 4 that you are using, can also help you to track your trades. You get it? Based on, you go to the history, it is going to give you the times and those the times and the instrument that you traded. But the most important things that I normally consider when it comes to tracking your trades is the pattern. The pattern is what is going to help you to what to be profitable very fast. I know a lot of us just want to be making money in the forex market, and the reason why I'm giving you this secret is what, when you start making money in the forex market, I'm not the one who is going to pay you. The brokers are the one going to pay you. And I know one day you'll mention my name, you stand somewhere and mention my name. But if you don't mention my name, I don't care. You get it? I don't care, because I understand human beings are ungrateful. So if you don't mention my name, I don't care. Okay, what I'm trying to do is what, I'm not expecting you to come and do like I'm not expecting anything from you. What I'm trying to do is what, I'm also day in and day out trying to better myself. So I don't need anything from you. What I need is just appreciation. But if it doesn't come, I don't care. So that's why I'm giving you what helped me. So what helped me to be profitable? So I became profitable late last year. Okay, I became profitable. I was also losing money, but I became profitable late last year based on this getting understanding about I need to keep track records of my pattern. So the moment I understood this thing, everything started working well, perfectly in my favor. So no one is going to tell you there's no magic. Those who are making a lot of money in the forex market, it doesn't mean they know where the market is going to go. No one knows where the market is going to go, okay, unless it has happened. That is why we normally bet. We don't use all our life savings to bet on it. We normally bet and what, to know the outcome, okay, unless you have bet before you know the outcome. So as you come to understand the outcome, you just keep records of it. And when it happens again, and there's no way it is not going to happen again, when it happens again, you what, you execute it based on the pattern that you are going to what, based on the pattern that you have in mind. So it is very hard for you to come out with a pattern. That's very, very important. If you are a beginner, it is very, very hard to understand your pattern. It is very hard to know a pattern. So that is why you need to get yourself educated. If you get yourself educated, you learn from what, you unlearn everything that you learn, and you learn from someone who is an experienced trader, who is what, having a tested and a proven strategy. So everything that I'm showing you here is a live account. Okay, so these are my prop firm account, past phase 1, past phase 2, got into the payouts. So just got my first payout. I'm expecting the second payout too. You get it? So everything that I'm saying to you is based on what, track records. Okay, based on what, track records. So these are my performance. Okay, so I'm expecting a second payout. So I'm hoping to make money this week. Then I will request for a second payout. So trading becomes very simple, all because of this thing. So this is my secret, all because of this thing. Okay, this is the secret of making money. This thing is going to make me billions of money. This thing is going to make me millions. I'm going to use this thing to make millions, billions in the forex market. Okay, all because of what? So this thing, I came out with this thing with what, 5 years of losing trades. So 5 years of losing trades, I discovered this pattern. Okay, so of late, when we are executing trades, I'll just open my Bible and know the chapter and the quotation where that thing is. So maybe chapter 1, chapter 2, verse 5. Then what is there? If I see the pattern, then what, I execute it. So this is my pattern. Okay, so for the past year, this is what I've been trading on based on my discovery. So it's the same thing that was able to give me this results that you are seeing over here. So you can see it over here. So you can see it over here. So this pass, you can see the dashboard over here. So this is the current account. So currently, if I get more than 1%, I can make withdrawals. So it's very simple. Just understand it. Okay, just understand your pattern. I'm not saying you are not going to lose a trade. I always emphasize on this, but most of the times my part. So we have some trades that last time some of the patterns failed. Last time it has failed. Last 2 weeks, I think some of the patterns failed. But because I have winning trades back in it, I saw this pattern. So you can see it over here. It failed over here. It didn't play out. You can see it was what? Breakout, bullish candle, bearish candle. So it was bearish trend, right? So it was bearish. So here is it. You can see bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. And I took the sell, but it failed. Bullish, bearish, bullish. So the bearish was supposed to continue. Okay, when it formed a pattern, when it formed a structure over here, it was supposed to continue. Okay, it was supposed to continue, but what happened? It failed. Okay, but what gave me the confidence that it works is when I went back to my winning trades. So you can see it over here. It's happened over here. It's played out. Let me show you where it played out to. So you see, trading is not something that you take it for a joke. You have to understand all these things. Okay, so those who want to get a mentorship, kindly message me on WhatsApp, and I have a course. I'm going to give it to you, and if you take the course, you are going to enjoy it. So you can see it over here. You see, I have memories of all the trades that have been taken. So it should tell you I'm taking trading seriously. So most of your gurus are not even having track records of their trades. So you can see the pattern over here: bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. It took off. So this is what? Bullish trend. It was a bullish trend. It was a bullish trend. You can see it over here. Where is it? You can see it over here. Bullish, bearish, bullish. It took off. I took the trade over here. You get it? I hope you can see it over here. So it's the same pattern. It's the same pattern that you are seeing over here. Okay, so you need to have these things in mind so that you can execute trade confidently. So today I came to you to tell you how to be able to draft, how to be able to make trading easy and simple for you. So trading becomes very simple. So I've been in your position before, you get it? So I wasn't having someone, I was also in your same position. I wasn't having money to buy courses. I don't know, I wasn't like, so I wasn't having any connection up to now. I don't know any forex trader. I'm doing my own thing. You get it? But trading becomes very simple. Trading became very simple and easy for me when I started discovering these things. Okay, when I started discovering these things, trading became very simple and easy for me. So kindly pay attention to your winning trades. I always say you can also decide to find out your system, or you can also I'm not saying take my system, but you can also try to you can also try to come out with a strategy. Okay, so you can see this one was what a break, retested, a bearish candle form. Let's see it over here. So this is what it was, bearish, right? A bearish break, retested, it continued. I hope you can see it over here. I hope you can see it over here. So it's the same thing over here. You get it? So trading is all about pattern recognition, visualization, and pattern recognition. So if you are good in visualization, if you are good in recognizing pattern, so I don't just execute trades because this one happened. Okay, if you go to the chart, you can see most of the things that I'm saying over here are happening, but we have a lot of things that we normally take it in consideration before you execute a trade. I don't normally I don't just focus on this thing to execute trades. So we have other confluences, we have other things that we take into consideration to take a trade. So you can see, and one thing about the system is when it is happening, you normally catch a lot of trades. So last Thursday we got 1 to 3 risk to reward trades over here. So I don't fake out, everything is on my YouTube channel. So let me go to my YouTube. I don't fake out things. I'm doing live. I've been trading live since, and who can tell me? So let me tell you. So I'm showing you where I executed the trade on last Thursday. So let me go to my channel. Last Thursday, the trade you took. Okay, so I think I'm the most legit trader now because I've been executing most of the trades live. So on Thursday, everything was done live. Was it here? Okay, it wasn't this. So it was this one rather. So you can see the trade over here. You can see the trade over here. I did it live. You get it? I did it live. We took the trade at the beginning where the trade was taking off. Everything was done live on my YouTube channel. And this is not the only first time I've taken a trade. I've lost some trades on live before, but mostly we've won. Most of the trades you've won. So you can see where the trade was, where I told them I've taken the trade, and see where the trade went. You got it. So everything was done live based on what. So I was confident to execute this trade because of what? Because of what? The pattern that I have. So you see how the trade runs. So it's going to like 1 to 3 risk to reward. So it's all about I've lost track of some of the trades that I've taken. So it's all about what? Having a strategy. Okay, if you have a strategy, I think things are going to be very simple and easy for you. You get it? If you have a system, if you have a strategy, I think things are going to be very simple and easy for you. Okay, so this week I'm very confident to come to the market to make money because of this one. Okay, because when I see these patterns, I'm going to just execute the trade confidently. Okay, because a lot of you, the week is starting and you don't have any plan. You don't even know whether you are going to make money or not. Okay, because you don't have any plan, you don't have any pattern, you just come into the market like a blind man. Sorry to say. Okay, you don't know what is going on in the world, you can't see. So you just have to have a pattern. So the best way as a beginner to start out is what? Learn from someone. Have someone that is having a tested and a proven strategy. You learn from the person, and within a short period of time, you are going to start seeing results. So instead of using the money to fund your accounts, I'm warning you, use the money to pay for mentorship. Buy for mentorship, and what? I think things are going to be what? Things are going to be easy and simple for you. Okay, things are going to be very easy and simple for you if you follow. All right, I'm not saying you are not going to lose, don't get me wrong, you are going to lose. I've been losing on the last 2 weeks. We lost back-to-back trades on what? On the stream. Okay, but that doesn't mean as I'm saying, one win just covered one win. You can see my account, I'm up. Okay, even though it is not big, but currently I was in drawdown. I shared everything in my group, my private group. I told them, so everything, I make everything transparent, even though I'm not accountable to anyone. But I just prefer people to see the transparency of anything that I'm doing. So when I was in drawdown, I currently shared it to them. Okay, so here was the drawdown. So you can see I was in drawdown of what? Negative 1.16. I was in drawdown, and one trade just took me out from the losses, and I came into what? Profit. You get it? So that's the power of what? That's the power of having a strategy. You are not scared when you are in drawdown. Okay, you can be in drawdown. I can be losing 4 times on a row, but I still believe in my strategy. I still believe in my system, that I just need one trade, and when that one trade happens, I'm just going to be in what? Profit. That's all about trading. So trading is not about having a winning trade every day. It doesn't mean you have to win every trade every day. You just have to get one good trade. So like as we had last Friday, so you took the trade over here, and the trade ran like 1 to 3. The trade ran like 1 to 3. Okay, the trade ran like 1 to 3. So it's all about having a profitable strategy. If you have a profitable strategy, I think you are not going to get worried about all these things. Okay, so this is what So if you are tracking your trade, make sure you are tracking most of the times that you execute the trades. And the most important thing is what? The pattern. I bet you, if you understand this thing, there's no way you are going to be afraid. So why am I confident to even do live stream on YouTube for everyone to? Am I not scared my reputation is going to be like I'm going to tarnish my reputation because I have pattern and it is proving that it works. That's why I confidently come on YouTube to what to trade live. So I was telling a friend of mine that I do live stream, and he said, "Hey, Charlie, are you not afraid? Maybe people will say you don't know how to trade." I said, "I have a pattern, and a pattern. I've taken a trace on it, and it works for me. So I think there's nothing to get scared of. You get it? So you are going to be very confident to execute a trade because you have a pattern. So kindly take every winning trade that you take. Don't just rejoice when you have a trade. And I know a lot of you just come into the market. You just come to the market not because you want the money, but you come to the market to what? You come to the market to thinking trading is very simple and easy. So you are going to make some quick money. That's not how trading works. So trading, you need to take it seriously. You need to take it as a professional skill or a career before you can start making money. So keeping track records of your trades and those stuffs is going to help you to what? Come out successfully when it comes to trading. So please kindly pay attention to the pattern. It is very, very important. When it comes to your losing trades, ask yourself why you lost the trade, comparing it to the winning trades, what you did the other time, and everything is going to be it's going to work in your favor very, very well. Okay, it's going to work in your favor very well. So I think your questions are welcome. I wanted to us to do analysis, but for the month, but it's going to take us a long time, and if I need to take some questions from you. So if you have a question, kindly drop it in the chat box. You guys are not giving a like on the stream. Kindly give a like click on the thumbs up button. Okay, click on the thumbs up button, give a like. If you know you've gotten a value, give a like to the stream. So as I said, the tools that you can use to track your trades, we have something called, you can use Notion. So Notion is like something like Excel. So you can use Notion. It's a software or an app. You can get it on if you are using the iPhone, you can get it on Apple Store. You can or get it at Play Store, or you can use Microsoft Word. Okay, is it Word or Microsoft Excel rather? You can use Excel. Okay, and you can use my FX book to also track your trades. And if you are trading, I think the best one is the proprietary firm. Okay, the prop firm. So the prop firm, to using prop firm account, if you are trading, so you can see my prop firm, I'm having track records of my winning trades. So the platform, you can see the history. So the average trades, okay, the average losses, the profit factor, you can see every single thing. So they've made it very simple for you to track your performance. Okay, so I think trading, if you use prop firm accounts, they are also going to help you to track your trades. Okay, you can use my FX books too, or you can use what? The proprietary firm to track your trades. Okay, to track your trade. So the reason why a lot of you two are still using the same lot size as you started trading, using the 0.01 and those lot sizes, is because of what? You are scared to execute. Okay, because you are scared to execute. And why does even the scared come about? The scared comes about when you don't have any history backing your trades. Okay, when you don't have any history backing your trades. If you have history, you are going to increase your lot size. Okay, you are going to increase your lot size because you have a history or a data backing your trade. So you are going to increase your lot size. But because you don't have history, that is why you don't have any track record. That's why you can't increase your lot size, because you are afraid you are going to lose the trade. So please kindly take trading seriously. Kindly have time for yourself if you really want trading to give you freedom. So it is not about what do you call it? It is not about the flashy lifestyle, but the freedom that it is going to give it to you. Okay, a freedom that is going to give it to you, working for yourself. You don't have to report to anyone. Like, it comes with a lot of freedom. So if you do it well, you are really going to enjoy it. Okay, you are really going to enjoy it with even someone not knowing what exactly you do for living. Trading is going to give you that lifestyle. Trading is going to give you that lifestyle that no one. So me, for instance, sometimes people wonder what I do for living. No one knows. I don't post anything related to trading on my social. So it becomes very difficult for people to even track what I'm doing because I don't work. I'm always home and those things. So what do you usually do? So trading is going to give you that freedom. You get it. So it's not about riding the Lamborghinis, like the flashy cars or the flashy lifestyles, traveling and those things, but you need to get the freedom first. Okay, get the freedom about not working for anyone, being free, not to be worried about the next where the next money is going to come from. When you know how to read the charts, when you understand your patterns, you can just print money. At the end of the month, you can be making money from the market. So that's what trading counts about. So get yourself educated. So those who want to get a mentorship, kindly message me, and I'm going to help you to to if you have been losing money, use that money that you are losing to get a course, and you are going to it's going to help you. Okay, so if you have any question, kindly drop it in the. So as I said, the mentorship is $40, the course is $40. So I'm going to increase it as time goes on. You guys should understand because my system really works. So if you have a question, kindly drop it in the chat box. If you have a question, kindly drop it in the chat box. If you have a question, kindly drop it in the chat box. If you have a question. So if you don't have any question too, we are going to break down charts, one or two pairs for us to see what. So I give signal. So if you want to join my signal group, if you want to join you have to join the Telegram group. So when I'm in good mood, I drop some signals, but mostly everything happens on the YouTube channel. So you have to join the live session every morning. So every morning we do have live session that we trade. So if I'm in good mood, sometimes I drop the signal in my Telegram channel. So some people really even read. I said I've given out my number. Chat me on WhatsApp. So this is my country code 53. So this is my country code. So you can chat me on WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number. So please don't go and chat a different number for you to get scammed. Watch the number well and first. You have to understand. Don't go and chat any number for you to get scammed. Please take note of that. Don't go and chat any number for you to get scammed and come and blame me. Watch the number well. Some people usually find it difficult to read. Watch the number well and chat me. Okay. So I'm hoping this week I'm going to receive some cash outs. I'm hoping maybe the account will still grow, not being in drawdown. So if I grow the account more than 1%, I'll make some withdrawal on the account. That's the benefit. You don't have, even if you don't have money to trade, if you have the skill set, you just buy the Profem account and you are going to trade it. Okay, they are going to give you a bigger sum of money. So a lot of people worried about, I don't have money to trade. I don't have money trading. Even trading, you don't have to even use your own money to trade. If you have the skill, you can just buy this account and you'll be trading it. So for me, I don't have live accounts because one thing I've seen is mostly live account distracts me to taking the trade. So I trade Profem for now. So with time. So your question, kindly drop your question. You say my question. So the time that you used to type say my question, you should have even used that time to type the question you are talking about. So what question are you talking about? So but say if you have a specific time that works for you and you have seen good patterns at different sessions, must you not take it? So that's why I'm saying you need to have track records. You need to understand the times that, so when it comes to trading, the time that you trade to also matters. Okay, you don't have to be taking trades at any time in the day. Okay, you have specific times that you have to trade. So in my mentorship group, I talk about the times that you need. It is important for you to focus on trading. Not every time is profitable. Not every time that you need to focus. So all these things came as a result of me losing, and I discovered the time that is important for me to trade. So I have specific times that I trade. So I remember the time that I took this trade. In the chat, I said in the YouTube channel, I talked about I took the trade at the wrong time because of experience. So you don't have to trade. I know a lot of people don't understand the times. Timing in trading is very, very important. If you don't know the timing, if you don't understand timing, you are going to be losing. Even though the pattern that I've given to you might be correct, but you are going to be losing a lot in the market. Timing is very important. Sometimes this pattern will happen, but it will be happening at what? The wrong time of the market. You need to take note of it. It might be happening at the wrong time of the market. So timing is also important. Okay, timing is also important. Timing is very important. So with the one-on-one, if I did the one-on-one. If you want one-on-one, you can book me for one-on-one too, but that one is going to cost you $200. So one-on-one is $200 because it's time consuming. Okay, but one thing you people need to understand is what, not because I've showed you that I'm making money from trading. I'm not someone who sells courses. Just, I've showed you I make money from trading. I trade. Okay, that's my performance. So I'm not someone that, so one-on-one is time consuming. You get it? I trade. I'm not someone who doesn't trade. I trade. I know how to trade. You get it? I know how to trade. So you guys should understand. If you think I'm a scam, I'm going to scam you. I know this week, if I tell you I'm going to make money, I'm going to make money. I know how to trade. It took me time for me to what? I took my time to understand how it works. So I don't depend on someone to make money. You get it? So I don't care if you make money. So last time someone was saying you share a lot of money and you don't even talk about your course. That's what you need to understand. I know how to trade. So you guys can see my performance. And currently I'm guiding a student to also what? Go through the same process. So this is one of my students, Brainy. Currently on his account, as I'm guiding him, is currently up 2% on the account, on the Profem account, and he's going to pass it, and I'm going to use it as testimonial. You get it? I'm going to help him to pass it based on the performance. So this is my student. This is not my account. This is my student. Let me show you his performance currently. So this is performance. A student of mine. So currently on his account, it's up 2.5%. You get it? His account. So it's left with 5.5 and he'll pass the account. So I'm guiding him currently to pass his account. So we know how to trade. You get it? We know how to trade. So that's how it works. We understand trading. We took our time to learn the thing. You get it? Took our time to learn the thing. So I wanted to do some analysis, but because of, so let's check out the weekly charts and see on GBP USD what's going to happen. So kindly give a like. If you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Give a like to the stream so that the channel will go far for people to see the good works we are doing. So let's see GBP USD. Let's analyze that. So this is the monthly time frame on GBP USD. We are currently having a support over here. The candle hasn't closed yet. So the monthly candle hasn't closed yet. So these are the various levels. So these are the various levels. You get it? So let's check the weekly candle and see. So this is how the weekly candle is looking like. So you see the weekly candle closed with what? Bearish momentum candle. The bullish candle closed with bearish momentum candle. So it should give us a signal that what? The next week is going to be more of what? Bearish moves, because see how the candle closed. It's closed with a long bearish candle. So it is telling you the body of the candle, measuring the body of the candle. Okay, measuring the body of the candle, comparing it to the wick, should tell you that what? We're having a lot of sellers, comparing it to the wick. So the wicks normally means what? Exhaustion. That means what? Buyers or sellers are losing control in the market. So comparing the wick, the size of the wick, to the body of the candle, it tells you what? The bearish candle was very long and it was what? Very big and long. You can see the bearish candles. So it is telling you what? So this is bearish momentum candle. So what it is indicating, is that what? This bearish momentum, this bearish momentum, how do we spell it? I don't know how to spell it. So this bearish momentum candle, you see, sellers were what? sellers were in control of the market. You get it? Sellers were in control of the market. So you see the body of the candle tells you what? Sellers were what? In control of the market. You're having a lot of people selling this currency pair. You get it? A lot of, so it's telling you that what? The next candle, the chances that the next candle or the next week we are going to be seeing continuation of the trend is very high. You are going to see continuation. You are going to see continuation of the trend. Okay, so I think I left N over here, so someone has corrected me. Thank you. So it tells you that what next week you are going to be having what. So you guys are more focused on the spelling instead of you to focus on you are focused on the spelling. If you know how to spell and you can't trade, you lose. That's you can know how to spell, but you can't make money. So this is telling you that what the next weekend we are going to be having something like this. Okay, so this is what you are expecting it to happen. So let's check the daily and see maybe. Okay, so next week might be a good week. We can be getting trades. Looking at the candle, we can be having some good trades next week. We can be having some good trades because watching the charts, you're having some zones. You're having clean zones. Okay, so maybe it's not that big. So okay, so let's see. Maybe next week we can be having some good trades over here because I'm expecting GBP USD to continue, the bearish momentum candle to continue because the trend is a bearish trend. Okay, the trend is now a bearish trend, and I'll be expecting a pullback before the trend will continue next week. So that's what I'm expecting it to happen. So that's what I'm expecting it to happen. So maybe we can be having a continuation of the trend. So I'm expecting next week to continue, the trend to continue bearish. So let's check out on USD CHF. Let's check out the weekly candle. So when it comes to GBP USD, I'm expecting a bearish continuation. So with GBP USD 2, currently we're having the weekly resistance over here. So we still have some zone. Okay, the move hasn't finished yet, so we can still have continuation of the trend to this side. We can still have continuation of the trend to this side. We can be having something like this to this side because the zone hasn't finished filling. Okay, so something of this sort can continue happening. But this is one thing you need to understand. This is the weekly time frame, and with the weekly time frame, it normally takes a long time for it to happen. So it can happen that you can have a retracement of the trend. But what I'm expecting, based on how the candle closed, and it closed in the middle of a range, mostly it needs to get to the next zone. So I'm expecting the weekly time frame, the next candle to close, and the trend will continue based on how I'm seeing on the charts. But we still have some zones and those stuff. So let's see because there was no clear trend yet. Okay, there was no clear trend yet. The trend is an uptrend though, but we don't have like entries and those stuff. So let's wait for the market to open for things to align. So if you want to be trading live with me, you need to join tomorrow live stream. So Monday to Friday, I trade live on my YouTube channel. So you can go to my YouTube channel and check out my live sessions, and you'll be seeing some of the live trades that I've been taking. So you can be going there and check it out. Okay, you can check it out on my YouTube channel. So tomorrow you'll be live on the YouTube around 7 o'clock a.m. GMT. Okay, 7 o'clock. So convert the time to your time zone. GMT is different. If I say 7 o'clock, you guys, some people don't really research. So listen, YouTube and Google is there for you to research. A lot of you don't research. I will say 6 o'clock a.m. GMT. Someone will tell me, someone will come and chat me, please, it is time. Meanwhile, you need to convert it to your local time. GMT, when it comes to Nigeria, it is going to be 7 o'clock. GMT is going to be like 8 o'clock. When you are in Kenya, it's going to be like 9 to 10 o'clock there. You get it? So use this tool, Google and YouTube, on your advantage. Use it at your advantage. Use it. We have ChatGPT. Use them. Okay, don't stop asking questions. Some questions you can just type it over here and you get answered. But some people will love to ask you. Okay. Okay, so any questions so far? Any question? Okay. Any questions so far? So please, those who want to get the mentorship, my number is there. Kindly chat me on WhatsApp for us to talk about it so that I will add you to the mentorship group, because we have a lot of advantages that you are going to get. Your questions are going to be answered very quick. You are going to get your questions being answered. Sometimes you take live trades, okay? If unless maybe on my YouTube, but I'm trying to be dropping signals on my YouTube, my Telegram, and what my YouTube. I'm not consistent on that, so I'm trying to do that. So, like sometimes when I'm executing trades, my minds are hot. When it comes to that moment, you are very hot, so I don't have the time to just send signals out and those stuffs. You get it? But I will try my best to be doing that. So, like I share trade ideas in the groups and those stuff. So some of the things I don't talk about it in the public channels. Okay, I don't talk about it in the public channel. So try and get the mentorship to join the community. You can be joining the community if you are serious. You can be taking trades with us and other stuff. So tomorrow, try your best to join the YouTube channel. We are going to be trading live. If trade opportunity presents itself, so you take it live on the. So we have a lot. I don't have track records of the trades that have been taken. I would have showed. I think we had a trade over here. I don't have track records of the trades that I've taken in my live channel. So I think I have to edit the titles again. So you can go through the YouTube videos and you'll see them. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, so which time frame are you trading? So I do top-down analysis. I don't focus on only one time frame. You have something called top-down analysis. You analyze from the higher time frame. So normally I analyze from the monthly time frame straight to the lower time frame. So sometimes I execute on the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, H1 based on the condition of the market. So I can't tell you I execute on the H4. Okay, but mostly I normally check the H4 when it comes to trend breakout and those things. I check the H4, but I do top down analysis. You get it? I do top down analysis. I don't do this thing focus on only one time frame. So I focus on the monthly time frame. I focus on the monthly time frame, weekly time frame. I do top down analysis, daily time frame, H4 time frame, H1 time frame, M30 time frame, M15 time frame. So these are the time frames I focus on to take trades. So one thing you need to understand is you need to focus on the higher time frame. Don't limit yourself on the lower time frame, because you might not know what is going on the higher time frame. That is what sometimes on the higher time frame, those support and resistances that you are not going to pay attention to. But when it comes to the lower time frame, you are not going to see. So the reason why I use different colors to represent or depict my support and resistances is for me to get an idea on which time frame did this support formed on, or which time frame did I got this support or resistance. So that's why normally I use different colors, so that when I move to the lower time frame, you are going to see it is going to appear in over. So when I see this color, I will definitely understand or know that, oh, this is the weekly time frame support or resistances. Okay, so if I'm taking trades on them, I'm going to be very confident on what executing trades on this one. You get it? So you don't have to limit yourself on only one time frame. You need to focus on do top-down analysis. So these are the standard time frames that I gave it to you. Those are the standard time frames. Okay, these are the standard time frame for me. So I focus on all these time frames. So if you are going to focus on this time frame, you are not going to pay attention to some of the things that normally they talk about when it comes to the psychological levels. Those things are all the monthly time frame. The psychological levels that you will do a lot of calculation to figure it out are the monthly time frame support and resistances. So if you understand how to plot out the support and resistances, I think you can be able to what? You can be able to draw them. You get it? You can be able to draw them. You understand? So there are lots. If you join the mentorship group, you get to understand all these things. Any questions so far? So kindly give a like. If you have not subscribed to the channel, I think this channel, if you stay glued to the channel, there's no way. Next year I want to see more testimonial, people making money, tagging me. They've made a lot of money from trading because of what? My coaching and guidance. If you are really serious, you're going to be making a lot of money from this channel. This is beginners channel. to help you to make a lot of money. Okay, so don't limit yourself on only one particular time frame. You need to focus on these time frames. Okay, if you focus on only H4, you might not know the support or resistance at the daily time frame. You might not know the support or resistance at the weekly time frame. You might not know the support or resistance, and it is not advisable to be buying on a resistance and be selling on a support. One thing you need to understand: it is not advisable to be buying on a support, or selling on a resistance. So if you don't pay attention to these ones, you might be buying on what, a support, and you get stopped out and you get wondering, I checked out everything is working, but how come I've lost the trade? Because you overlooked this support and resistances level. You get it? So you need to pay attention to those levels. If you understand those levels, you are really going to your losses are going to be limited. Okay, your losses are, because in trading, anytime when it comes to the high time frame, any price, most of the times when price get to those levels, we are going to be having some action. So the action or the reaction is going to be either breakout or retest. So pay attention to those levels and trade in a free range. That's what is going to give you a high win rate. You get it? That's what's going to give you a high win rate. So any questions so far? If there's no question, I think I'll call it a night. So see you tomorrow morning. You are going to be having live stream trading live at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock GMT. Okay. So if you're in Nigeria, it will be 8 o'clock. If you're in Kenya, it's going to be like 10 there. Okay. So kindly stay tuned and kindly come around and let's trade live. If you get trade opportunity, you are going to take live. All right. So if there was no question, any question? So kindly subscribe to the channel because you have a lot to come your way. I have a lot to share to you. So kindly go through the videos too that I've done. Okay, kindly go through the video. So recently I passed a prop firm. I requested for a payout, and you have the videos over there. So you can go through and see how mostly it's most of the things are being done over there. So you can go through the videos and be watching some of the videos, and you get inspired. You get it? Because it is not easy to pass a prop firm and get a payout. A lot of people have been failing, and a lot of people have even tried it several times. If you don't have a winning or profitable strategy, it's going to be very hard for you to get a payout, like pass phase 1, phase 2, get to the extent of payouts. It's not easy. If you are not a good trader, it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to do it. So to the extent of getting a payout first, second, close to my second payout, you get it? If you are not a good trader, it is going to be very difficult. So go through the videos. Okay, go through the video, watch normally to see my thought process on how I think, especially on the live trades, to see my thought process on mostly what's the things that I normally look for before I execute a trade. So regarding buying or selling supports or resistance level, what does it mean? Regarding buying or selling on support and resistance level, please, I don't understand your question. Regarding buying or selling on a support and resistance, I don't understand your question. Okay. So if there's no question, so the time frame, I do top-down analysis. So these are the time frames I focus on to execute trade. Is there a strategy which no longer work in the market? Someone is asking, do you have a strategy or your mentorship? Do you have? So someone is asking, is there a strategy which no longer work in the market? So if you have a track record, if that's all the market pattern. So if you're having track record of the strategy, you've traded the strategy for, you're having like 30-50 trades back in the strategy, there's no way it is going to stop working. Maybe it will fail you for some time because trading is a game of probabilities. It's going to fail you for some time, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work. The pattern repeats itself. This thing, the candles you are seeing on the chart is what human behaviors. Has human behavior changed? Sometimes it's changed, but we have most important things that we keep on doing the same thing. When it comes to a baby being born and crying, it's going to happen every day. When it comes to like someone dying, it's going to happen. Someone eating is going to happen. So you have some common behaviors that there's no way you are going to take it out from human beings. It's going to happen. So trading too, if I've tested a strategy for a very long time and it's working, there's no way. I don't see it a way like the strategy is fail. It doesn't fail, but maybe the trader is not patient to wait for it to happen again. Because I've explained this thing on the chart before. Trading is a game of probability, and if you're having like 10 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're having like, if you are taking like 10 trades, your probability, the series of trade can start happening. Your losses can start happening. You can have like 4 losses on a row. Maybe your strategy gives you like 60% win rate. So your losses can start happening on the fourth. Your losses can happen at fourth, like 4 on a row. Okay, you can be having first lose, second lose, third lose, fourth lost. You get it, and the rest can continue. Your wins can continue, but that doesn't mean if you are experiencing losses, that doesn't mean what you are going to lose. So you need to understand this principle that trading is a game of probability, and it's a series of trades. Okay, probabilities are not sequence; they are random. Okay, so the randomness can start from the beginning. So your losses can start from the beginning, but that doesn't mean your strategy has stopped working. Okay, so you need to continue, execute, get to the threshold of maybe 100 trades, 10 trades, and it fails, then that means the strategy has failed. Okay, but if you have a track record backing your strategy, I don't see it to be failing. That's the problem. I don't see it to be failing. So we have a lot to share. I can't share everything here, okay, because this is a 5 years experience that I've gotten. So we will continue tomorrow morning. Kindly join the live stream, and we are going to be trading live. All right. So thank you all, and I know I've shared a lot of value over here. So keep track records of your trades, record your trades, and all trading will become very simple and easy. All right. So bye bye to you all, and see you tomorrow morning.